Hey guys, sorry that I may look a little bit pixelated, but for certain vlogs, I thought that it would be best to not use up a bunch of memory in my HD camera because I just filmed a tutorial for you guys and that took up a lot of memory. I still have a vlog in there that I haven't taken out to edit yet. So, I saw something at Ross today that I picked up. Well, I was at Ross and I decided to pick something up from there today because I couldn't resist, as usual. And I saw this box here, so you can already tell that the packaging kind of drew me in with all the pretty colors on it and such. So, I looked at what it comes with, and it comes with 3 eyeshadows, 2 brushes, and a eyeshadow base or primer. So when I looked at the price, which was $6 for all of that, I had to open it up and look at it and see if it was even worth it. So I noticed that on the inside flap here it has some stuff, like it has a how-to here, which I don't follow because once I read it, it didn't really, I mean, the color placement's right, but the way they explain it is just not very helpful at all. But once you start doing makeup for a really long time, you know how you like to do your makeup, so you don't really need to read that. But yeah, so I opened it up and this was inside. This here. And I noticed right away that the eyeshadow jars are pretty big. And so I had to take it out and look at the contents. Of course, I didn't open up the eyeshadows. I don't want to do any of that in the store, but I just wanted to look at the brushes real quick to see if they were really cheap and cheesy and stuff. But these are the brushes that came inside. You got an eyeshadow brush and an angled eyeliner / brow brush. So, I noticed right away that the ferrules, these metal things that hold the bristles, they're actually really, they're really on there. And a lot of times with cheap brushes, or just brushes that you really don't know who made them, or like unknown brand brushes, a lot of times you find that the ferrule is not really on there really good. So you take the ferrule and the brush and you kind of hold the ferrule nice and firm and twist the brush. If there's no give, then it's on there pretty good. And another thing is that if you might notice when you buy brushes, for the first maybe once or twice wash, they can shed, even with really high-end brushes. Like I've had MAC brushes do that, which it's okay if it happens once or twice. It's not really that big of a deal, but if it keeps on doing it every time you wash them or use them, that's not really good. So how I like to find out if they are prone to shedding is when I first get them, before I even wash them to use them, I go like this to the bristles. And most of the time, if you do this a few times, little loose bristles will work their way up and you'll be able to like pick them out. But I've been doing this all day long and I have not seen a one bristle come out. So that's a good sign. They're really soft also, and I think they're synthetic hair. I'd be surprised if they were real hair, but they are really, really soft. And this is a pretty nice eyebrow brush. I would probably use it to do a lot more of a really soft eyeliner, or just placing eyeshadow on in the crease, or there's a million uses for brushes. You will figure that out. But so it came with those 2 brushes, which I'm quite impressed with. They're nothing spectacular, but they're definitely good enough to add to my kit. I can never have too many brushes. Never, ever, ever. Never too much makeup, anything. They always come in handy. You'll never know what you'll get called to do, or what kind of gig you're going to get called to do. So I like to just have everything to be prepared. So this was the eyeshadow base, and I was really impressed with the amount of this eyeshadow base, and because you get 8.5 grams, and it's surprisingly a pretty good base. This is probably one that I'll use for people with more dry kind of lids. I haven't used it on myself yet because I dirtied all of my brushes. I dirtied a brush to use this to swatch these eyeshadows earlier with a clean brush, and then after the brush was dirty, I just used it for my own eyeshadow base for this tutorial that I filmed for you guys. So it is a pretty good primer. I know for sure that it works well to keep these eyeshadows on, because I put lotion on and I dipped my hand in water a bunch of times running a bath for my kids, so it didn't come off. I mean, you can still see there's a little bit of stainage, like yellow orange stainage there. So that's a little bit impressive. So you get 3 eyeshadows. You get an orange, a yellow, and a green. So actually, let me just get my paint pot and swatch these colors for you. I really don't want to dip into the client one. Where's my brush? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm just going to put some of this primer down for you guys. My paint pot. Alright. I'm just using a concealer brush. Spread that out. Alright, so I have a square of that here. And now I'm gonna, where's my clean, almost clean? Oh no, I do have a clean one right here. Yeah, I just washed this one. Alright, so I'm just gonna be using a flat paddle kind of brush. It's not really a paddle brush, it's just large and wide and flat. So I'll swatch the orange for you first. It's called Apt by Pierre. And one thing that I noticed from these eyeshadows is that they're pretty pigmented. They're really pigmented. And that they blend really, really well. And they apply really creamy. So I'm actually quite impressed and pleased with these products that I picked up today. I really can't complain. They're definitely going to come in handy. Alright, so that's the orange. It's more of like a tangerine kind of color. So that's the orange. Now I'm going to swatch the yellow or green. The green, which is called Forest. The green actually is, it comes out a lot more of a satin kind of finish. I expected it to be a little bit more shimmery, but I like that. I like that it kind of blends out, kind of less shimmery than the other two, because the green would be what I would use in my crease or in the socket. And so I like that it's not super shimmery because it'll absorb light a lot better. Let me blend these two together. So the green, here, let me apply more. So that's the green. It's pretty pigmented and it blends really nicely. Let me go ahead and swatch the yellow. The yellow one is called Money, which is kind of weird because I would have called the green Money. but maybe they're talking about like ancient gold coin money. I don't know, but it's more of a lemon than it is. I mean, like a yellow. So, I actually think the base that it comes with works a lot better with these colors. Okay, so that's the yellow. Trust me, they're a lot more pigmented than the camera is picking up. This camera is not great quality. But I really like these eyeshadows, and I think that if you guys ever come across Pierre Cosmetics, give them a try, because I'm pretty pleased with them. And apparently this set usually runs for $40 and I got it for $6. I really don't know how much I believe that, because I know stores say, oh, it used to be this much and we marked it down to this much, and they really didn't mark it down that much, if at all. So either way, it's still a good deal. $6 for these 3 eyeshadows. And I know that they're going to work really good with colored bases underneath, or like a NYX Jumbo pencil. So I really cannot complain. 2 brushes, an eyeshadow primer, and 3. Oh, I forgot to mention how big these jars are. These are just over 2.5 grams. So you get 2.35 grams in here. Or just under 2.5 grams. So, not bad at all. Not a bad deal at all. So, like I said, if you come across Pierre Cosmetics, give them a try, because you probably will find a set like this. I know they put out a couple more sets. Like, they have a Deep Ocean, Wild Forest, Purple Storm, Smoky Eyes, and Pretty Woman. And they're 100% mica minerals, so it's even good for people that have really sensitive skin, because if you're using like 100% micas, they don't have allergic, they don't give allergic reactions to people that do have sensitive skin. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. I will be using these colors for a tutorial really soon here for you guys, to just kind of demonstrate how they work, and I mean what they, like how they look when you actually wear them on the face. So keep a lookout for that. I did do a tutorial for this look here, so keep an eye out for that also. And until the next time, I'll talk at you guys later.